It's saying I've not got a load of stuff, but I don't care. Right. So, hello driver, and welcome to the world famous Ffestiniog Railway. Please allow passengers to board here at Harbour Station before our guided tour of this lovely railway. You'll have about 45 seconds to look around Harbour Station area if you wish. Right, so let's open the doors and let's go and have a look. And the model in here is fantastic. So we've got a little siding here if you want to put an engine on display in the shed. Alright, we'll get to the train in a minute. Just there's the harbour with the boats. It's a fantastic model. I'm loving it. If I can do the Jenks branch and the other one to halve for this detail, it would be fantastic. Right, we start from Port Maddock Harbour Station. The building of the cob, that's that one I believe, was a deep channel, caused a deep channel to form, and the harbour was built up to allow the transshipment of slate from the quarries of Ffestiniog to the whole world. Now it's used solely by leisure boats, so the cob then is this bit round here. Right, so it's time to go. Let's put her into forwards, release the brake, release the brake. Right, let's start off along the 1 mile straight embankment known as the cob. Is it me or is there no sound? Oh, there's no sound and I know why. Just let me turn the game sound back on. There we go. Right, let's get in the cab. Head out. For you. You would also apologise for not streaming yesterday as you said you would, so you left me Harris and Steam. Post Chrome ready for you to sell your laptop. Ow. Ouch. I hope your laptop is better, InstaSim. Right. So there's the ferry. The ferry. Are they called ferries? I can't remember. Your laptop is back now, but you had to reinstall Windows. Ow! Sound isn't very loud. Let's put that back to about there, which is where I normally have it. Let's not speed. Right, so we're coming out onto the cob. Right. So we got the signal. Whilst we're checking the signal, we can check everything in here, which is just all of this is movable. Water gauge isn't very. Regulator is there. What's that one? Local handbrake on the fireman's side. On, I believe. Let's get that off and then we might move. It's a double fairly. Yeah. Lovely. And you can turn around and see the lubricator and the brake and that on the other side. Quite unfortunate because you was looking forward to streaming too. Right, we're coming up to Boston Lodge waypoint, and this is also a good time to press that 5 button and show you the interior views. So this is one of the coaches. And the next one. Backwards this time, and I love these. just the view that you must get from that. And that one, further down. Yes. Just keep going all the way down. Oh, we're racing a car. Let's go. Can't let the car win. And then you've got the dining car at the back, which again is like the other one, and you can see the track. We will shortly pass Boston Lodge Works to the right of the main running and maintenance sheds, and a little further on to the left of the old loco sheds. This is the engineering home of the railway and the base for most of the steam fleet. So we'll just shut off, ready for the 15. Looks like that car's going to win. Ooh. Right, brake. Obviously he's just going backwards and forwards there. To show that off a little bit. Some more coaches there. Now the coaches do look very nice, even from the outside. They're much better than the ones on the Dally Len. Where is he going? I hope not very far. Right, we're on the climb. And this climb is something that you've seriously got to watch. Let's come down the back and just have a look at the coaches. They are beautifully modelled. Would love to travel on the full length of the Welsh Highland one day, though. Yeah, I'm going to get there. That's all I can say is I know that I'm going to get there one day. When that day will be, I don't know, but I know that I'll get there one day. Right, let's go back to our head out view. Can we go the other side and be the fireman? Yes, we can. Right, we'll be shortly passing through Real Plas Bridge. Am I sorry for butchering it? Then see the cemetery to the left before crossing Quarry Lane at the level crossing known as Lotties. Okay. What if on the day I go on the Welsh Highlands is the same day you travel on it? Well, that would be a nice coincidence then. I'm missing out. Well, what do you mean I'm missing out, Ben? What am I missing out on? I'm missing out on overfilling the boiler. Right, so under the bridge. Get the whistle going. Running. Hey, who? What? What's running, Scotsman? Right, there's the cemetery. People have been dying to get in there. Da 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 da. Then we come to Lotties, which is just up here. Minffordd coming up, apparently. It says it down here, look, Minffordd. Two awesome lines in real life. I've been on the Ffestiniog, just not on the Welsh Highland, and I barely remember it, to be honest with you. After passing Lottie's Crossing, on your left, you will see Minffordd Yard. This is now a large engineering depot, but was originally an alternative route for slate to be transported onto the Cambrian Coast Standard Gauge railway line. Ooh. Oh, that looks nice. That's pretty cool. You can't wait to get this on TS, just need the premium. It's definitely worth it. I can say it's worth it. Right, where's this Lottie's? There it is. Any cars? No. Nothing even waiting there. Right, we're in the 15. If you have Twitch Prime trial, are you able to use the free Twitch Prime sub? I don't know. Hit my sub button and find out. The white building on the left is the new Minffordd hostel, a seasonal home for many of the volunteers who help run the railway. Beyond is the lower level BR station. I am looking to the left, but I can't see no... Oh, is that the VR station? No, surely that's another part of this. I don't know then. Oh, there's the hostel. And that must be the BR station down there then, as we come into Minffordd. Right, we've got the green. Our running mode for the brakes. Do we have, there we go. Might help with the boiler pressure. Right, so there's the old BR station. Possibly, well, I say old, it looks as though it's still in use. Are we stopping here? Yep. Since you're a uni student, you can get 6 months of Amazon Prime for free. Nice. Right, we also have a red, which means that there's probably something coming in. Come on. Let's not stop yet. Minffordd. Is that the gravity train coming down? It is. That's pretty cool. Right, let's apply the brakes. Not just yet though, we're still not in the platform. I need to be careful that we don't pass the signal. And that we don't put water on. So I need to be beyond that, but not beyond that. Come on. And stop there. There we go. Right, it's going to do water, isn't it? No, it's done the passengers. Good. Fab Diva, hello and welcome. Cambrian Coast is still in use. Oh, okay. Still open. Captain, I'm always late. Fab Diva, how are you? we still don't actually... Have I got to change this myself? We'll shortly be passed by a gravity train. Prior to development of steam engines, that was how slate was carried down the line. Riding a gravity train is something really quite special for the volunteers. Right, I've got to change this manually. There we go. Okay, I don't like the manual junctions, I must say. Don't like the manual junctions, but that yard looks pretty cool. Right, back. Let's off we go. Yeah, apparently I did. You're good. One thing about the race, they do tend to haul a lot of coaches. Well, you got to when you're popular. It's the way that you make money. Right, time to move. Let's put that back into running. Let's get back on the footplate where we should be. How does the gravity train go up? A locomotive will pull it. It used to be hauled by horses. Is that on this side then, that whistle? Yes it is. Right, past the farm crossing. Need some water on as well. Right, we have the 20 limit, let's move. We're now going to cross Gwyndy Bank, named after the white farmhouse on the left, which also has been home to many devoted Ffestiniog workers. We'll then pass through the back streets of, of a Welsh town, Penrhyndeudraeth. Yeah, anyway, before stopping at the station there. Let's see, no, I've got no chance of that one. When were they hauled by horses? You assume it's impractical to have the horses haul the slate cars back down again. Yep. In InstaSim, I'm not going to even try and butcher that, which is strange because I can say Llanfair Bethwengig or Gaeaf Gundrom and Ffestiniog or but I can't say that one. Now gauge train on a bridge. Oh, it's on a wall. Oh, forget that. Oh well, there is a bit of a bridge. Alright, then we'll do it. Now gauge train on a wall. Trains on a wall I don't think will catch off as well as trains on a bridge. Penrhyndeudraeth. Possibly. Still on a wall. How are we doing for water? We're doing fine on the boiler. Captain, £14 in Wales. Hey? 14 L's in Wales are classed as horn abuse. What do you mean 14 L's? Let's have a look at the view. Oh, lovely. No, you just can't get the staff. Hey, this is my show. I am the staff. wake up the people in the houses, let them know that a train's coming by. There's supposed to be a bridge before the bypass road, which was built a few years ago, which passes under the railway. You think it's after Minffordd, going back towards Blaenau, Ffestiniog, and you think it replaces the Gwyndy Bank. Ah, okay. As we approach Penryn, there is a speed limit across Bakehouse Crossing due to poor visibility of traffic, so be careful not to go too fast. Where's Bakehouse Crossing? I don't know, but I've got a feeling that we're coming up to the whistle sign for it. So we're just gonna ease ourselves down. I'm gonna assume it's 10. It might be 5, so let's let it roll to 5. Right, and there's the crossing. No, it's definitely 10. Lovely. And we're going to go front off because we've got to make sure that the rear is clear of the crossing. We don't want to hold traffic up now, do we? There we go. Stopping that. And actually the whole thing has come up as being gone, even though some of it actually isn't. Lovely. Some proper nice houses, and I love the fence between them. The only thing is the house is actually only that big and there would be another fence there. Right. Penryn Station is now also a hostel for volunteers working on the railway. The kitchen and lounge offer great views over the valley, but it's a long steep walk down to the nearest shops. Yeah. I can imagine that being quite a long steep walk. Right, we'll be shortly crossing a main road at Penryn Crossing, the only gated level crossing on the whole line. After that, we will continue climbing towards Rhegolch. Right, let's get some steam going. We can close off the water now. Penryn is very small, it's supposedly a request stop. Okay. A 14L is a US whistle code for... Oh, okay. Wow. You can tell how little I know about American whistle codes. Dafydd Lloyd George. And Fairley's Patent. Fairley's Patent and Dafydd Lloyd and David Lloyd George. It's Dafydd on this side. Oh well. Crossing the crossing. Saying hello to the nice crossing man. Those gates are going to cause a bit of trouble for cars. Those gates are going to cause an awful lot of trouble for cars. Ouch, I wouldn't want to be driving down here. Or up here. Okay. It's honk honk toot honk. Hey, Twarog, hello and welcome. Is this scenario traversing the Welsh Highland too? No, we'll do the Welsh Highland afterwards. We'll have a scenario in the middle, and then we'll push ourselves on up the well, we'll be coming down the Welsh Highlands. Yeah, this loco was named after the first and only Welsh Prime Minister in the UK government. Dafydd. Twarog, how are you? Right, we've opened up fully and it is absolutely killing the boiler. Back in there. Okay, actually, if we do that, do we only have the two sides? Yeah, we can either be driver and see where we're going, or fireman and not. Yeah. I'd rather be driver and see where we're going, actually. David Lloyd George was the first politician to become more sitting than he was. Something like that. Says as well. Good. Glad to hear that, Mr. T. Right, we're coming up to Rhegolch Main. I'm going to just give another little whistle for any hikers who are wishing to cross. So I also have planned, I say planned, penned my first trip in February. I've decided which railway it's going to be. I've even planned which trains I'm going to use on the day. So more about that in March. Right, this is Rhegolch. I'm guessing that we're obviously not coming in to stop. Right, Rhegolch is still in use as a passing loop when there are a lot of trains running. We will continue to the 62-foot high dry stone wall embankment called Cymor before entering the woods. Oh gosh, I'm severely damaging this loco. Let's put a blow on, see if we can't burn some of that. North Wales Coastal is indeed releasing in a few days. Come on, don't die on me now. Don't die on me now. You're a very enjoyable steam train stream. Thank you very much, Mr. T. Even if I am butchering the Welsh place names. Come on, don't kill the boiler now. Oh, nice. Okay, train's on the wall. See, that would have been nice as a bridge. That would have made a lovely trains on a bridge. We'll just pretend that it's a bridge. I'll do trains on a wall instead. At least the instructions are in English, they could also be in Welsh. Yeah, that's true. Brakes need to be on running. Oh, do I keep forgetting to put the brakes on running? There we go. What does 2018 have? I have no idea what 2018 is going to have. Come on, stop killing the boiler. Nice. Look at that for a view. A voom with a room. Insta-sim, it certainly would not have made it more interesting. Would have made it less accessible. Right, we're beginning to get an increase on that again. Somebody's overfilled the firebox. Sack the fireman. The woods might seem anonymous, but there are certain landmarks. We'll shortly pass by Sheepfold Curve, with the rock in the grass on the right hand side, and Trow Keepers with the right hand curve above all the bracken and fern, just before the site of the old private station at Plas. Sack the fireman indeed. Sprinter, hello and welcome. I do hope that you're well. No, that was answered. There we go. Right, we're gonna ease off a little bit to see if we can get a bit more steam up. Oh, another whistle. So we have another crossing. Have we gone past that Sheepfold stone yet? Let's make as much noise as we can. We're in a steam train. Da, 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 da. Right, we have the other curve. Core update is free, routes are extra as a low cost bundle. Yeah. I don't actually want the others. The only one from that bundle I want is the whatchamacallit, North Wales Coastal, which I really want. Keep the passengers happy. See, if I was on this train in real life, I'd want to hear the whistle going all the time. Let's actually be on this train in real life, shall we? Let's go to a nice carriage like this one, which we have to ourselves. Releasing exclusively with TS18, so you're telling me I can't just go and get... We'll see what happens and what comes up in the sales. Hey Luke, you saw Flying Scotsman yesterday? Nice. I believe she was down by me again and I missed her. How are you anyway, Luke? Well, you will only watch as you don't buy any, as you know. This is a pretty good route. So are you actually telling me then that I can't get it as added DLC? Is that what we're concluding here? Yes, it is narrow gauge. Definitely narrow gauge. We're in Wales. Do we have lights? Oh, we do have lights. Let's put some lights on. There we go. Yeah, it's Ffestiniog. What gave it away? The double ferries. Right, we're coming up to Plas Holt, which is a house that I would really have liked to buy. Now we have a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit restriction ahead, whilst we pass Plas Tani Welsh way below us on our left. The tight left-hand curve is known as Tyler's Curve and takes us through the request stop at Plas Holt. Well, we're down to the 15, so we are okay there. Getting back some boiler pressure as well. Let's get some water in. Where's this halt? And the house below. Welsh. I can never remember how the Welsh pronounce their W's. Where's our sign? It's there. Right, here we have the Tyler's Curve. And here's the request stop. Just there. Is that the request stop? Maybe not. Let's go and find whether or not that is the request stop. There's a castle there. I think it is. I think this is supposed to be the request stop. One of these. Surely it should come up on the map though. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is it. But if we go 9, and then we go center player, yeah, so that we're just coming through is the request stop. That's not the one that I'm looking for. Right, let's get back with our train. This will be the first year you've not bought the update. Good luck with Thulit Kappa. When you have even more rare names on the Welsh Highland. Okay. Right, the gradient eases a bit for now, as we pass by crossing Bothy, crossing Moor, and 3 gates, which is now 2 gates and a stile. I really know how to name things. Mr. Harrison's back. Welcome back. Then you come back just in time for me to overspeed. Right, should we do some cab driving? See what the driver actually sees. We've got lots of steam back. which is good. Face whipped by leaves. Right, over the first crossing. It's probably going to have a real go at me for horn abuse when I finish this. NL Rails, hello, welcome. Mr. Harrison, why am I sacked? What route is this? I'll give you one guess, Mr. NL Rails. Don't tell him in chat. You would have liked to see Garrett locos on this, but you conceded it would be potentially difficult in TS. Why would you like to see Garrett locos? What is a Garrett loco? And why is it difficult in TS? A Ganlet. Come on. We're due another passing place, aren't we? Right, we're coming up towards 3 gates. A Garrett would be lovely. It is a fantastically modelled route. Oh, okay, that's I know what you're on about now. Right, we're coming up to our next message point. You don't know what route this is? I'll tell you in a second, NL Rails. Right, after 3 gates, we'll pass by the site of Highlands, which was a passing loop many years ago. We will come to Tan y Welsh, yeah, whatever that is, station, Belch. I'm going to say Belch, Tanny Belch. And InstaSim can sit there and squirm. Please be prepared to press tab to clear the signal ahead. Because Garrett locos are awesome. This is a route with a gravity cart, but I don't think it's the one that you're thinking of. Potentially be difficult because they're essentially in 3 parts. The water tank at the front, the boiler in the cab in the middle, and coal bunk at the back. Essentially tender engine with 2 tenders. Yeah, but they built the Scotsman with 2 tenders. What may be difficult is the tender at the front. Maybe they're just working on it. Connor Scott, hello and welcome. NL Rails, we're on the Ffestiniog. We're on the Welsh Highland narrow gauge railways with this double ferry. Double fairly. It's fairly good. That is an awesome snappity snap. There's so many awesome pictures you can take on this route. How do you pronounce? I have no idea. I can't pronounce Welsh when there's no vowels in it. Which the W in that case is the vowel, and I don't know how to vowel a W. Connor Scott, thank you very much for the host. Long time no see indeed. InstaSim. Yeah. Maybe some Welsh lessons I feel coming on. Oh, we need to tab that. That's now approved. As we cross over. Trains behind a bush was what that turned into. There's supposed to be trains on a bridge. Are we stopping here? We are, but we're coming into the wrong platform. Stop, 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 stop. Oops. And we were pretty much on time for that stop. Right, we've cleared the signal. Center player. We need to change that and come into this side. There we go. It's pronounced Tallybork. Tally, eh? That whistle is lovely. What about this one? Yeah, I didn't think it was pronounced Tallybork. It's Tan, E, and then I don't know the last one. InstaSim, can you give me a slight clue as to how to do that winch bit, please? Right, we're gonna stop again. Stopping there. Right, let's let the peoples on. Peoples aren't coming onto my train. Why? Let's try that one. No. I'm at the right place. Why are they not coming onto my train? Do I need to be slightly further forward per chance? Stop. Try now. There we go. No, that's loading me with water. Didn't want that. Failed. That's not fair. We arrived before the down train, so we must wait for that to pass before we can continue. Up services usually take on water here whilst waiting. Right. Well, we didn't let any passengers off and we took on water twice. Because that made sense. Let's change the points. There we go. Release that. Tan e bulch. Okay. Okay. Bulch. Tanny bulch. I'll try and remember that. You had this problem as well lately. Trains always get water there. I pronounced the CH wrong. But you give points for effort. Bulk. Bulk? Tanny bulk. And of course you've got to say it with that lovely Welsh accent as well. The doors don't want to open even when perfectly in the platform. Indeed, NL Wales. It's a pain. It's not my fault. Right, we have nothing. I've gone from having too much in the firebox to having nothing in the firebox, which is causing me the same problems. Now we climb out of the forest onto the Tafarn Trip embankment. Gwladys Tunnel is ahead, the most restrictive structure for loading gauge on the Ffestiniog Railway. So there is a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit through it. Ooh, look. Trying desperately not to can the boiler, but get the speed up. So we're coming up to Gwladys Tunnel. So let's be on the footplate for this one. Hey, what's wrong with my pronunciation of Gwladys and Tyddyn trip? They were. Yeah, indeed. Pedalston won't though, will he? Because this isn't Steam available. So I don't think Matt will be using this. Right, come on then, let's get some speed up now. Good, we've got enough in the boiler. Let's switch that off. We're going to leave the blower on, ready for the tunnel. Hey, CK Sim, welcome. I don't know InstaSim. I don't think he does, because he's official of Dovetail. I don't think he does do them. Right, we now have the long tunnel with the 10-mile-an-hour limit on it. Oh, I like that. That light shadow's pretty good. He might do it for charity, yeah. Thinking of that, I still haven't got my scenario done for his charity stream. So I don't think that it's going to be ready this time. I've been too busy on the route. Sprinter, what we're going to put on that? If I pronounce it, you have to sub for 6 months, yeah? Now we're out of the tunnel, we will pass by the little cottage of Coed y Blaenau, which has no road access at all. We will then emerge from the trees at Tank Curve, which is a favourite spot for photographers. It does a little bit InstaSim, but if he's got that arrangement with DTG, then that's what he's got to do. He can run now. What do you mean run now? All these wrong pronunciations. Paul Hardcastle when you type 19. No, 19. Sprinter, you didn't answer my question. You wanted to bet that I couldn't say it, so how much are you going to put on? So glad that I'm showing the route. You don't have the assets and it's nice to see it. I'm loving this route, CK. Seriously, if you can get the assets and get the route, please do. It's a fantastic little route. Steam message indeed. Did that come up in stream? That then means that I've got... no. Shouldn't have. You have most except for the Medi add-on, so we'll pick that up next time it's on sale. Actually the Medi is really good. Where's... I don't know. Right, we're coming up to tank curve. Let's get back on the footplate. You don't have all, but you have most. They do actually have a list on there as to what is most important and what's least important. So, yeah, get yourself a copy of it anyway. After rounding Tank Curve and passing by Campbell's platform, the private halt for Thulwelt Manor, just below us to the right, we will pass Bunny's Crossing, through Hembont, the Broken Bridge, and approach Thulwelt Station. Oh, you heard the notification. Okay. The 3 Steam messages yesterday from one person telling you they derailed in one of your scenarios. What, as though it was your fault? Let's turn the blower off. Right, round we go. Oh, okay, Instasim. I might be able to help you out there if you wish. We'll see. Actually, no, it's not fair. You should do it from Matt's site. Right. This, I believe, is the station that I was looking for before. Yes, it is, because there's the house. Yes. So this station is just for that house. In fact, let's come to the crossing and let's do some train spotting. Here she comes. Running nicely up the bank. If I do that, we'll get somewhere. Yes. There she goes. Yeah, you can. If you sub to Matt, then you'll get it for free. Not that I should be encouraging Matt subs. But yeah, oh, there's the Broken Bridge. Sub to Matt, you get it for free. Right, we now approach Thulwelt, where the railway needs to run in a spiral to gain height because the original route was flooded to make a reservoir. The deviation is a masterpiece of volunteer engineering. Where was the original then? Oh, Instasim, thank you very much for the host. So you're going to try to see if you can get Twitch Prime with it and sub to Matt with Twitch Prime so you can have TS Premium. Yeah, unfortunately, Instasim, that's correct. So you can't sub to both of us. Right, we're going to come up and around the loop. Oh, there's the reservoir. This is throughout. Yeah, if you wish to do it that way, InstaSim. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. No, I want to do that, please. It's much bigger. If you recall... Oh, okay. Oh, speeding. Speeding is good. Turn the blower off now. So I'm guessing then that this is all part of the deviation. InstaSim, I don't think we are. I think we're only going up. But this is one of them routes I'm going to have to make a downhill scenario for. Yeah, it does actually. About 20, I think. Again, I'll show you everything that comes with it before we do the next scenario on it. So after this, we're gonna have a quick stop by my route. You can see the changes that I've made. We've got track. We have track in my route. Yay! Then we're going to do a scenario that Mr. Harrison has asked for. And then we're going to go onto the Welsh Highland Railway, which is the other side of this. The two meet in the valley, like a V-shape. We're coming up to Ffestiniog, the Welsh Highland goes up the other one. And so we'll go and have a look at that afterwards. We can see the old track bed below us on the left, there. No, that's the right. On the new alignment, we will pass 2 trees, now only 1, and enter new Molwyn Tunnel. The old track bed on the left. Are you sure it's not that on the right? I'm sure it's not on the right. Yes. Which means that there's the deviation. So it comes around here. Along here, we're slowing down. Let's open up again. A bit more on there. Comes into the tunnel. Out of the tunnel, squeaks through its funnel, and there's the reservoir. Yes, you can see, look, the track bed that runs through the middle. The reservoir must be pretty low today. Right, let's get back to our train, shall we? Head out. Right, we've got enough on that. Let's get the old blower going. Jill Rogers, hello and welcome. With the Welsh Highland though, if you start from Carnarvon, it's essentially uphill to, yeah, that place, then downhill to Port Maddock. Okay. Jill, how are you and how's Chris? Can we? Oh yes. But let's drop back a one or two. There we go. Oh, lights. We have lights on in the tunnel. Which carriage are we in? Are we in the nice one? Don't think so. Right, we now pass through the remains of Archer Dam, skirting around the reservoir behind the power station before the summit. There's a steep drop after that, so we can rejoin the original alignment at Tani Grisau. There we go. Oh, we're going backwards. No smoking! No smoking whilst watching my stream, please. Right, what's going on here? Right, so we run around the dam. Let's come to this side where we'll be able to see the dam. Let's get some water on. Idled. Didn't want to idle the throttle. Struggling to get any boiler pressure up at the moment again. No smoking, they say, when being hauled by a steam train. Jill, I'm very well, thank you. Glad to hear that you and Chris are okay. So you can see there, look, the original Why can I not get boiler pressure up? Just put the blower back on, give it some help. Running brake. Nah, I doubt that will work. Nope. Interesting, maybe not. Port Maddock is your second home. Went on holiday there every year. Wow. I wish I could afford to go on holiday once or twice a year. Oh, come on. Must not stop. Is it just from injecting the water? It looks as though it is, actually. Let's build up a bit of pressure then. And then we can inject some more. When you've got a good run, and possibly when you're not on a steep slope like this, injecting water doesn't make that much difference. We don't have enough pressure to pull up the hill. I need to get to here, which is probably about there. Come on. We're gonna stall. Come on, don't stall. can hear the engine saying it to itself. It's going, come on, don't stall, 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 come on, don't stall. It's getting the message. Maybe it's going, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Pressure. I need pressure. I need pressure. Come on. Come on. Who'd have thought it would be this hard to get a train up a hill? Gaining or decreasing mass? Decreasing. But don't stall. I don't care about pressure. Captain, that was evil challenge yesterday. What was an evil challenge yesterday? I don't know what the ideal fire mass on this is. Right, here's the top. Just here. Off. We've got no boiler pressure to speak of. There's the power station. Come on. The Torbay Troubles. I didn't challenge you to that, I just said I wanted a steam train. You were the one that picked that scenario. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, the people on the back of this train are having a really boring time. Sat staring at a power station. The ideal fire mass, no idea, indeed. Tele Galev I Vednau. Oh gosh. Unit. Unit. Medrav, Medrav, Medrav. Welsh locos need Welsh, okay. Okay, Captain can pronounce Medrav correctly. I don't know what Medrav means, but I can pronounce it. Which I suppose is half a win in your book, isn't it, InstaSim? Wait, is that the top of a hill? No. There's the top of the hill. There. Come on. We can get there. I promise. Medrav means I can. Medrav. 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 Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as good as I can. Mr. Rogers, hello and welcome. You've caught me struggling to avoid a stall on this 1 in 80. It's been 1 in 80 all the way up. But for some reason I've just killed the boiler pressure. It's tanked. And I'm trying to just crest this hill that will bring us down in line with the original line. And the crest, as you can see, is here. Beautiful engine. Come on. The gradient's dropped. All we need to do is get the coaches over, and then we can turn into a gravity train for a minute. Only for a minute till we get down here somewhere. But that minute is fine enough for me. You had to eat nom nom nom. Nice. Yes, I am also massacring the Welsh. I'm massacring Welsh. But that's what we're here for, isn't it? Right, good. Are we rolling now? Yes. So we can shut off the steam and let it roll down the bank. What German routes do I own? Cologne, Koblenz, Hamburg, Lübeck, and I don't know the others. Right. Let's get the boiler full. We're starting to pick up a bit of speed again now. Just the two. I'm massacring Welsh with you in the stream. Yeah, well, everybody knows I can't speak Welsh. Everybody knows I can barely speak English. NL Rails, what you have, let's just come up to the cab. See if we can zoom in a little bit on the loco. Oh, okay, so as you can see here, you have the fireman on the one side and the driver on the other, and the boilers and the fireboxes connect in between. Right, so we're going to cross the road. Well, what that does mean is that the fireman actually has two boilers with two separate fireboxes. So the one is there and the other one you can't see because he's in the way there. So he has two separate fires. Right, we're approaching the 10 for Tanny Grisso. You can barely fit two, yeah, you can barely fit two people in the cab. Right, we're now back on the original alignment, passing through the backyards of Ffestiniog. The mountains of slate waste are visible ahead. An industrial legacy that still defines the characteristics of the town today. So I'm guessing that's like the slate waste. He does have double the work to do, and he doesn't have a lot of room to do it. Let's wake the people in these houses up. Wakey wakey, shouldn't live near a railway if you don't like the sound of trains. Yeah, it's made lots of noise. It's a chuffy noises too. You would pay. I would pay extra to live near a railway. I'm not sure Mrs. Jenks would agree, but I would. Right, now, if we leave that as it is and we put coal on, does that go up or down? Up, right. Which train am I using? I'm using the double ferry. Fairly. This comes with the route. I think it's a slightly separate download. But if you download everything in the route, then you'll get these. NL Rails. I have Köln-Koblenz, Hamburg-Lübeck. I know it's Austrian, but the Semmering-Bahn, that one that Mr. Harrison was talking about that's fictional, I've got that as well. Beyond that, I don't know what's German and what isn't. Oh, the name. This is Dafydd Lloyd George. Right, we've done the main part of the line now. That's something that we haven't actually done yet, is look at the map. Right. So we're now coming up to here, into Ffestiniog, and then round to Ffestiniog, which is there, I believe. Which means that we need to change some points. Namely that one. Yeah. Which will then get us into Ffestiniog. We want platform 3. Good. Oh, we slowed too much. You'd expect 2 steam engines, but you only hear 1. You've been on David Lloyd George and most of them. I really don't remember the ones I've been on. I've not been on this since I was a child. Right, we now pass by the old Groby Junction landmark, and we'll soon after see the workshops of Glanypool, Glanypool on our left, just after the bridge over the Afon Balwyd. Oh, yeah. I'm going to stop pronouncing Welsh. Right, so we were looking at the map anyway. So, this is us now in Ffestiniog. We've done all of this down, all of this. There's the loop. Down, round, 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 down and round and round, down and round and round. There's the Cambrian that comes across down into where we started at Porthmadog. Where did we start? Here, at Porthmadog. But you can carry on and come through and then come up here, and this is the Welsh Highland, and we'll be doing that a bit later on. And we'll run down from somewhere like here, down that one. Irascible Sap, hello. What did I do? You liked my old avatar. I updated, got with the program. The old avatar may come back one day. I may even have a completely new avatar soon. Welsh woolly-backs. There's only one thing that you should say to a Welsh woolly-back, and that is very simply mint sauce. Is that the actual gravity run of the... It might be, you know, from the mine. You like the old one better than this one, to be fair. How is the Jenks branch going? The Jenks branch is on hold at the moment until we've done another branch that I'm going to show you in a moment. You like the old one better too? We're now approaching Blaenau Ffestiniog. There have been several stations in this area over time, but the current one is just ahead and provides an interchange between the FFR and the Conway Valley standard gauge services towards the north of Wales coast. I wonder then if you'll be able to join the two. You know that I started a new project. Okay, I'll show you then. There's only one thing that you should say to... No, you have to shout mint sauce at them. Right, let's get back on the cab. And we made it to the top. Where, hey... Denied? Why has it been denied? I don't know. We have the right platform. Still denied. Oh well, we're gonna pass it anyway. Could be because we're so late that the signal's gone kaput. Join two routes together. What do you mean, Flying Scotsman? NL Rails, you know what happens when you start a second project? What do you mean? I am still going to go back and finish the other one, don't worry. It will get done. No, that's not going to happen at all. There's a reason why I've started the second project. And it's not to leave the other one in the dust. And we made it to the top. Where one person's looking at his watch to say, why are you so late? We haven't actually found the engine that brought the gravity train up either. There we go, that'll do. Open the doors, and then you come up and you can do your shunting stuff here. And somebody's put a set of buffers in the middle of the main line, because that's a clever thing to do. Maybe they are actually genuinely there, but I doubt it, since this scenery continues on and on and on until we run out of land, and it still goes on and on Oh gosh, and on, and on and on. Right, let's get back to Ffestiniog to end. There we go. Right, well done, driver. I hope you enjoyed that trip and it gave you a little insight into the history and character of this wonderful railway. I did enjoy that. Yeah, I was thinking of it, but if it's miles away, then, and yeah, I know it's not possible because of sort of like differences in all sorts of stuff. But never mind. Right.